Hello friends, welcome to another video of elementary algebra. So today we are going to talk about positive integers, negative integers and fractions. And mainly I included this in this video because I want to show you how these numbers are represented in the number line, okay, how they look like on the number line. And also we will do some exercise to compare these numbers. So that is why we have this video here and this topic here. So you already know the integer line, and you know that the zero divides the integer in the middle, which is a neutral number. And on the right hand side of the number line, integer number line, you have positive numbers, and on the left hand side you have negative numbers, those numbers that are less than zero. Numbers which are greater than zero are called the positive numbers. So these numbers are keep on increasing on the right hand side direction. Okay, in the integer number line, they keep on increasing. So here is a graph. Here number starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep on going. Okay, so any number on the right hand side will be greater than the number preceding it. For example, if number 5 is there, the next number 6 will be greater than the number 5. Okay, so this is the order. And on the other hand side, you have negative numbers. Okay, 0 also divides the numbers into negative and positive. So these are negative numbers which are less than 0. And as I told you, 0 itself is not a negative number because it's neutral number. It's neither negative nor positive. So this number speciality is, as this increases, as negative number increases infinitely in the integer number line, it decreases. Actually, it never increases. The value of number decreases. For example, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So negative 4 is actually less than the negative 3. Okay, so often this is a very common mistake that students do, that they think that the negative 3 is actually less than negative 4. Okay, it's a very common mistake thinking that the 3 is greater than 4. So negative also applies, same principle applies to negative numbers also. No, that's not the case. Negative 3 is greater than negative 4. Negative 4 is greater than negative 5, and so on. Okay, so this is why discussing this in the video is very important to understand the difference between increasing and decreasing numbers. Okay, now we talk about fractions. You already learned fractions in your school or colleges. Okay, the fractions are, just to remind you, and how they look like on the number line. Okay, so I have to go through some basics. So this is one whole, okay, one piece of anything, okay, is 100%. So if you divide this one whole into two parts, 1 by 2 is 1/2, and 1 by 2 on the other hand side is another half. So you are dividing it into half. Suppose you break that into four pieces, the whole is divided into four fractions of 1 by 4 each. Okay, each fraction is 1 by 4. So you can keep on going. The one can be divided into n number of fractions. Okay, and this will this can go on forever. But usually that's not our goal for today, because we just want to know the basics of fractions. So what are improper fractions? They are also the same fractions. Okay, there is no difference except for one thing. Here the numerator of the fraction is greater than the denominator. Okay, for example, you see that 1/2. Here in the 1/2, 1 by 2, 1 is less than 2. Okay, the numerator 1 is less than 2, which is a normal case, a normal fraction. But what happens is now you have one whole and you added one half to it. Okay, so now you have one and a half piece of information, and this together will make three half. Okay, it makes 3 by 2. Okay, that is uh, more than one. So that is why these kind of fractions are known as improper fractions, and it will be clear when you see them on the number line. Okay, for now it will be confusing for you, but you will see that and understand it as soon as you see the number line. Okay, so here is a number line and fractions on the number line. Okay, when I don't divide my whole, I don't do anything, then 0 to 1 represent one whole, one complete whole without any breaks or any fractions. Okay, now suppose I break that into two parts. The one whole is divided into two parts. So now each half, each one is 1 and 1 by 2, because I I broke that one into two parts. Similarly, if I broke that into four parts, then each part is 1 by 4. And on a regular integer line, each part is divided into 1 by 10th, because in a decimal number system, we use 10 numbers, right? So that's why this kind of customized fraction doesn't work. On a regular number line, uh, each of the uh, a gap between two numbers is often divided into 10 parts. Okay, each part is 1/10. Okay, now let's see the improper fraction on number line. So now I told you that improper fractions are greater than one whole and plus some other fractions. If you include them, then it grows beyond the whole. Okay, so here what we have is we have 3 by 2, but it's not coming under 0 to 1, because it's going beyond number 1, 0 to 1, because it's one whole and another half. So if you add them together, you will get something like 3 by 2 that goes after or goes beyond 1. Okay, similarly, n number of possibilities are there. Okay, fractions can be represented anytime, but anyway, okay, depending on what kind of fraction or division you are using. Okay, depending on how you are dividing your whole. Okay, it may be 1/9 or 1/8 or 1/7, and each part of the fraction is different from the other, because it totally depends on how you're dividing your whole. So in this case, what I'm doing is I'm dividing my whole into halves. Okay, I'm dividing my whole into halves. So 2 half makes 1, and then another half is 3. So that's why 3 by 2. Okay, so now that we know what fractions are and what the numbers are, how numbers are increasing in the positive side, how numbers are decreasing in the negative side, okay, we know all that. Now what we need to do is to compare the numbers, and we need some mathematical operators. Okay, you may be familiar with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So here are some new operators for you to compare the numbers. Whenever you compare the numbers, these are the operators that you're going to use in mathematics. First is the equality operator. When two things are equal, you're going to use the equality operator. If two things are not equal and you want to show that they are not equal, use the symbol not equal to. And whenever one number is greater than or less than another, one number is less than other number, then you use less than symbol. If a number is greater than another number, then use the greater than symbol. Suppose you want to check two conditions at the same time. You want to check if the number is equal to another number, plus you want to make sure that the number is less than the other number. Okay, these two conditions, if you want to test either one of them at the same time, then you can use less than or equal to. Similarly, you can check the number for greater than or equal to. If the number is greater than equal to, then you can use this greater than or equal to operator. Okay, so in this way in the next video we do some quiz and compare a couple of numbers and understand what and how the numbers are different from each other. Okay, I hope you learned something in this video. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.